Welcome back to another episode of Revolutionary Girl Utena. So, in the previous episode, we got introduced to our main character, being Tenjo Utena, and we got introduced to the school that she's going to, which is the Otoni Academy, right? She's the middle schooler there. And she is extremely cool, kind of like dresses up in male clothes and kind of like this strong female character there. And all the girls really like her. The boys are like, yo, you should go and play with us. Come and play some basket with us. You know, all of those things. Shoot some hoops. Join our team and things like that. But she's like, no, actually, I'm a girl. I'm not gonna join that. I'm not gonna play with you dirty, stinky boys. Things like that, you know. And there's this student council in this school, right? Who is extremely important. It seems like it's a pretty interesting school, right? It seems like it's a pretty prestigious school as well. But yeah, there's a student council who they have this guy that, you know, Utena's friend Wakaba has a crush on, and she sent him a love letter, and then that love letter somehow found its way into the public board in school, so everyone could read that letter. Obviously, the conclusion for Utena was that it was this guy called Sayonji who leaked the letter. He himself leaked it, right? But he denied it. He said, no, I just threw it away, so somebody may have picked it up, right, and put it there. Either way, though, Utena was like, well, prepare to duel me then. And they ended up having a duel. Utena's ring reacted to the door that led her to this dueling arena, and they dueled there, and she ended up winning over Sayonji, even though she had a practice sword and he had a real sword that he pulled out of the chest of this girl called Himemiya Anshi, right? Anshi? Yeah, so she's this girl who is called the bride there, and she has this sword inside of her, I guess, the Sword of Dios. They called it. So there's a lot of terminology here that I'm not familiar with just yet, but I'm sure we'll find out. Also, I did go back and check the entire conversation that they had on top of the at the student council area, and I wrote down some of the extra information here. So yeah, they talked about the end of the world and the student council existing because of the will of this is the will of the end of the world and stuff like that. It seems like the end of the world is kind of like this organization that's keeping, or at least that has an interest of having the student council there. I don't know why exactly. I can imagine that their name, the end of the world, might mean something, but I guess we'll see. Also, yeah, now the bride, or Anshi, is now the rose of, or the flower of Utena, whatever that means. Does that mean that Utena is now also indoctrinated into the student council? Does she take the place of Sayonji, who she defeated? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. There's a lot of things happening. The art style is gorgeous. The animation is really good. The direction is fantastic. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Oh, one more thing. Just before I go into this episode, I am actually recording just a few episodes in advance. I usually don't do that. I usually record the episode that comes out on the day, but for the next like 4-ish episodes, or actually 3 episodes from here, including this one, I am pre-recording a tiny bit. Just so you guys know, if I don't address something that you guys already explained in the comments, that's why. I usually do read the comments and see if I missed something, you guys fill me in on those details, but for the next 3-ish episodes, I am just a bit ahead. But yeah, anyways, let's go into Revolutionary Girl Utena, episode 2. Of course. Otori, yes, Otori. For whom the rose smiles. Isn't Otori an actual place in Japan? Is that where this is set? I could be wrong. Maybe it's not a place. Wakaba, what's up? How you doing? Poor thing.
するんだけど、そのすぐ次の日に都合よく他の男が現れてヒロインと結ばれるの。昔読んだ時はね、許せん、つまらないとか思ってたんだけど、
I like Wakaba a lot.
そう燃えたね。
Nice.
やっと私はウテナだけのものよ。ウテナ様、私だけのもの。さ、お願いだからそのあなたのものっていうのはやめてくれる？なんで？おはようございます。
Anshi, the bride.
卵の殻を破らねば、ひな鳥は生まれずに死んでいく。我らがひなだ。卵は世界だ。
So they need to break the
世界の
world.
殻を破らねば、我らは生まれずに死んでいく。世界の殻を破壊せ。世界を革命するために。
Revolutionary Girl Utena.
世界の果てからの手紙は諸君にも届いたかな。
ええ、届いている。
我々は皆手紙に従って集い、手紙の指示通りに行動。
His.
この手紙に書いてある通り、昨日西園寺は敗れ、バラの花嫁はその決闘に勝った少女とエンゲージした。
我々生徒会以外にも世界の果てから手紙を受け取っていた者がいたのか。
さあな。だが、バラの刻印ははめていた。この目で見た。
何者だその少女？天井ウテナ。中東部では結構有名ですよ。人気者です。
凛々しくて可愛い子だったな。
冗談じゃない。我々の知らない間に決闘の参加者が増えているなんて。今後もそんなことがある。
Another
ある
participant.
ならどうする？ゲームを降りるか？世界の果てはいつも一方的に我々に手紙を送ってくるんだ。それに従うかどうかは俺たちの自由だ。
このバラの刻印で決闘広場の扉が開き、手紙に書いてある通り幻の城は出現しました。分かっている。あれだけのものを見せられたら降りるわけにはいかない。
そう、世界の果てからの手紙は言っている。決闘に勝ち、バラの花嫁とエンゲージする者が、やがてはあの城にたどり着き、世界を革命
I
する力を手に入れ
see.
るのだ。我々は、だから戦い続けなければならないのだ。
Okay. Okay, so that's the premise.
こんなに仲良しこよしを別々の部屋にいるなんて。
Okay, so they are all trying to basically get the power from the end of the world, get the power to revolutionize the world. Now, I do wonder if it's the power given to an individual. So I'm guessing if those guys at the student council are also competing, or if they're like kind of like a group, the student council who together will get the power if they manage to defeat, I don't know, anyone else the challengers who oppose them, right? I do wonder how this is gonna work. I'm gonna guess that the way that Utena would get the power would be to defeat all of the student council, right? And if she manages to defeat them all, then the end of the world would give her the power to revolutionize the world, right? I don't know though. Okay, those are all questions that I'm sure are gonna get answered, but that's really interesting.
しょうがないさ。生徒会の決め事だから。ま、一人部屋らしいからクールな僕の趣味に合ってるよ。でも東館って10年以上使ってなかったから、きっと部屋の掃除は大変よ。10年。まあ、一人で掃除するのもきっとクールなウテナの趣味には合ってる。
I wonder if these characters have any kind of like...
私の部屋は
Well, Utena we know doesn't have her parents, but...
お化け屋敷に飽きたら遊びに来てよね。さらばじゃー。お化け屋敷か。なんだよ、可愛い建物じゃん。
Whoa.
ちぇ、バカバのやつ脅かしやがって。こんにちは。天井ウテナですけど。誰もいないのか？まさかこの寮に一人で住めってんじゃないだろうな。
That's kind of crazy.
2階の奥の部屋と。
Yeah, sounds about right.
10年か。あり得る。よし。
Oh. Ooh. Oh, Anshi?
すみません、ウテナ様。もうすぐ終わりますから。なんで君がここにいるの？今日からご一緒させていただくことになります。よろしく、よろしく。
That was quick.
ここは一人部屋じゃ。 ないのか。君と同室になるなんて不思議な巡り合わせだな。ずいぶん綺麗に掃除してあるね。君一人にやらせて悪かったよ。夕べのうちにほとんど済ませておきましたから。でもこの寮の部屋割りが発表されたのはついさっきだろ。一緒の部屋になったのは偶然じゃありません。それがバラの刻印の掟なので。
Yes, because she's your bride.
私はバラの花嫁ですから。
You're engaged.
花嫁。私は決闘で勝った方とエンゲージしなければならないのです。大丈夫か？
I love how nonchalant Utena
一
is.
つ聞くけど、あの蜃気楼の城や手品の剣とかは、
Thank you.
不思議ですよね。ですよねって、何、君も知らないのか？知らないのになんでそんなことをしているわけ？ウテナ様はなぜいつもダンスをなさってるんですか？これはなんとなく、まあ好きだから。私も同じです。私たちがいると迷惑ですか？そんなこと言ってないけど。私たち？
Yeah, us. Oh, it's a mouse? That's not a mouse. That's like a monkey mouse.
紹介します。友達のチュチュです。
Choo choo.
君のペット？友達です。
What is it?
まあ、大変。どうぞ。よろしく、チュチュ。僕は天井ウテナ。僕も君の友達にしてくれるかい？
I think it is a mouse.
父が人に懐くなんて初めてです。ウテナ様。そのウテナ様ってのはやめてくれよ。でもウテナ様は私とエンゲージした方ですから。またそれか。西園寺ってやつはこれと同じ指輪をしてたけど、これが何なのか君は知ってるのかい？ここの生徒会の人たちは
Yes.
みんな持っています。それはバラの刻印。
It's a rose
その
seal.
指輪を持っているのは決闘の参加資格のある人です。だから現在の勝者であるウテナ様にはこれからバラの刻印を持つ人たちが
Okay.
来るはずです。
One by one.
冗談じゃない。僕はそんな無意味な決闘をするつもりはないから。
She doesn't know what's on the line. Interesting. So he's not gonna just sit down and take it, huh? Hmm.
参ったな。
Exchange diary.
本当に
Interesting.
僕と彼女の二人だけしかいないわけ？
That sounds awesome.
バラの刻印の掟とかいうやつか。チュチュ。
It's like a
早く
Pokemon.
彼女を呼んできてくれよ。でないとこの広い食堂で一人きりの食事になっちゃうよ。
Follow him. It.
かし君は僕とエンゲージしている時、君の全てを僕に捧げると誓ったではないか。
でもそれは過去のこと。あなたとのエンゲージは終わったのです。諦めてください。
恥知らず。
Damn.
ハレンチにも程がある。
ハレンチなのはお前だ。
君か。まあちょうどいい。この前の決闘では僕も油断した。バラの花嫁が誰のものなのか、はっきり決着をつけようじゃないか。明日の放課後、決闘広場でリターンマッチだ。
チュチュ
バカバカしい。理由のない決闘をするつもりはないね。僕が昨日あなたと決闘したのは若葉の友達のためさ。バラの花嫁なんて興味ないね。
そっちになくても僕にはある。デュエリストとしてバラの花嫁とエンゲージするつもりなら、君は断れない。生徒会の規則に逆らう者はこの学園にいられなくなる。それは校則にも定められている。
The power abuse though.
わかった。受けて立つ。明日の放課後、決闘広場で会おう。
Ah, Chuchu.
決闘は受けないんじゃなかったんですか？仕方ないさ。決闘を受けなきゃこの学園にいられないって言うんだから。わざと負けるさ。それで問題はないわけだ。
Also, it seems like he is still part of the student council. He wasn't kicked out of there. He just isn't a engaged to Anshi anymore.
かしらかしら、ご存知かしら？今日も裏の森でまた決闘があるんですって。
Is she gonna be able to use...
バキュン。やられた。
Is she gonna be able to use the Sword of Dios?
でも平気。だってわざと負けたんだもん。でも勇者様、わざと負けちゃう難しさ。果たしてあなたはご存知かしら？かしらかしら。ご存知かしら？
I wonder what those two are all about. Also, I have a feeling Utena's not gonna win this. I feel like Sayonji is gonna cheat or be unfair about this. This is so ominous, this song with everything happening here. Interesting. I do love this song.
私に眠るディオスの力へ。主に答えて、今こそ示せ。
Here she goes, Utena. Sick! I love this OST as well.
世界を革命する力を。
I guess he is playing safe. Or playing it fairly. Not safe. Opposite of safe. Nice! 'That guy's just observing.
その剣、
Ooh.
そしてアンシーも僕のもの。この西園寺教一のための花だ。覚悟。
Here he is! Do you think that's the end of the world? That's what I was thinking earlier as well. Yeah!
あれが世界を革命する力。ディオスの力なのか。
The power of Dios. Hearing Dios say the power of Dios is kind of crazy. That was interesting. Was that the power to revolutionize the world? So is that the power that the end of the world is promising?
わざと負けるんじゃなかったんですか？君のためじゃない。チュチュのためさ。西園寺なんかが君と一緒にいたら、チュチュがいじめられそうだからね。
Okay. Okay. We got a bunch of lore here. Dude, what a fantastic episode. So, we got some answers. Not a lot, but some answers. So, we now know that the end of the world is... They're calling it... Or they're addressing it in singular form, right? So, I don't know if it's like an entity or if it's a one person or what the hell the end of the world is, because it sounds ominous, you know, the word the end of the world. So I don't know what exactly it is, but they are addressing it in singular form. So, and it is sending them letters, and also they did say that it's up to them whether they want to follow those letters or not, the orders on those in those letters. It's nothing bad's gonna happen if they don't follow it, but so far, they said, or right now they said that after seeing the castle and stuff like that, that was mentioned, the letters and stuff, they were like, well, of course we're gonna follow the orders, right? And if they manage to win the duels and stuff like that, they can get the power to revolutionize the world, right? Which is interesting. So I'm guessing each person here has their own ideals for what the world should be like and stuff like that, and they're trying to change the world or get the power to change the world, right? To revolutionize the world, into shape it into their ideals. That's what I'm gonna guess is happening here. But it seems like Utena somehow got the help from the power to revolutionize the world, the power of Dios, I guess. So that is the entire, it feels like that is the strength of the Sword of Dios, right? We didn't really see what the Sword of Dios, what's so special about it during the first match, but here in this one, it feels like, it seems like this is the power of the Sword of Dios. So yeah, I wonder what it's all about. I wonder who that person is that gave Utena the ring, and also who descended there and all those things. I'm sure we'll find out. My initial thought was maybe that is the end of the world, but also why would the end of the world be helping out Utena in particular, right? Why would it be going against its own letters towards the student council and stuff? Maybe it does kind of just want to create a bit of a conflict between everyone just to make sure that the most powerful person gets the power to revolutionize the world, and maybe it's trying to weed out, you know, the weak people or the people who are the weakest, and maybe that's why it would be doing it. But also, I don't think so. I think I just don't have enough information to fully theorize on this entire matter here. But also, Chuchu's cute. Chuchu's pretty cute, and yeah, they're making Saimonji really, really hateable. I wonder if they're gonna make all of the male characters like really unlikable, you know? Because that so far, it does seem that's gonna be the direction. Even the people at school, like all of the guys there were the ones who were like gawking at the letter and laughing at it and stuff like that. So I wonder if that's gonna be kind of like a reoccurring thing in here. I wonder how it's gonna be done. Wait, let me check, let me make sure. I think, yeah, it's interesting that I guess the creator is a guy, right? Yeah. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but that's just an interesting thing, because it feels like it would be a show that was created. Usually, like, female created shows have, like, a certain vibe to it, and I thought that would be also here, but no, it's not always the case, right? Yeah, either way, though. Either way, I guess we'll see where this is gonna lead this story here. But for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.